Today I got the popular Discraft Wasp, one of their overstable mid-ranges, and I'm going to be comparing it to the overstable Buzzz OS. First shot's going to be about 300 to the basket. Going to start off with this Wasp. The only thing that's kind of funky about the Wasp is it is a beaded mid-range. I don't know if you guys are big fans of beads, but sometimes it takes a little time to get used to them. Not enough hyzer. That's going to be way straighter than the Buzzz OS, I can already tell. Need a little bit more hyzer on that to actually push around this bush I'm going around. Look how hard that thing dumps out. Put it a little bit too wide, and honestly, that's probably comes up like 40 feet short of the Wasp. Also, don't make fun of me too much. I'm not really a hat guy, but somebody did suggest putting the mic on the hat. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. Already coming up quite a bit short of this basket at 300 feet. Drop. Hole 2 is going to be about 285 feet. I'm going to use this right side tree as an obstacle to throw some Annie shots around. Kind of hard with overstable discs, but sometimes when you throw those overstable Annie shots, just really force them over. They kind of just dive out on Annie, but they're still going to finish flat. Yeah, like that. That is so good. A beautiful fight out of it. Tons of Annie. So if you need to get on Annie quickly, the Buzzz OS is still going to be able to fight out and pan to flat. The Wasp is a little bit more subtle. Didn't put it on as much Annie, but still able to kind of fight out of that and finish flat. The Buzzz OS is a little bit more dumpy, like it just kind of wants to get to the ground very quickly. Not a whole lot of glide. The Wasp seems to want to glide a little bit longer and actually stay in the air, but also still have some nice stability to it. Oh, of course, just right side. Come on, Max. Luckily able to adjust and make the second one, but not really fair for the Buzzz OS. Hole 3, 412 feet, clearly not going to reach it, but let's have a little bit of a distance competition between the Wasp and the Buzzz OS. So it doesn't really fight out of any Annie very quickly. I think we'll see with the Buzzz OS, putting on that same angle, if I throw it high enough, that the Buzzz OS is actually going to come out of that angle just so much higher, and just kind of dumps right out of the sky. Not really pushing left very much, just kind of falls. When I first got the Buzzz OS from my buddy, I was expecting like Buzzz type flight, but just a tad bit more stable. The Buzzz OS is shockingly overstable, I feel like, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it is called the Buzzz OS. It's kind of like the Zone OS. Like, there is no messing around. It's going to be a zone which is already stable, and then it's going to be something just crazy overstable. Oh, are you serious, Max? I mean, just an awful shot. The Buzzz OS at this type of range on that type of forehand is honestly like a wider zone. That's how it flies. Then the Wasp going about 280 feet. So 40 feet further than what I could get the Buzzz OS, which seems like a pretty consistent marking from hole 1 to hole 3. Settle down. A little bit too hard, but leaves ourselves a putt. Don't ever ask me to throw a touchy up shot with a mid-range, apparently, because I cannot do it. Go. Oh, come on, man. I don't think I can putt with this hat on. This is gonna sound like a weird excuse, but it hits the back of my shoulders there, making it very awkward when I come through. I'm gonna have to turn it around, I think. I absolutely love taking bogeys on wide open par 3s. Like, that is my favorite thing to do, if you guys didn't know. So now that you know, we can keep doing it together. Hole 4, we're gonna be able to test the forehand power of the Wasp. Honestly, it'd be hilarious if this was just sitting in my bag the whole time, and it's a great forehand disc. Okay, kind of turns over. I don't know if that was my fault. I released it on that Annie angle, but definitely turned over a little bit. Something that the Buzzz OS will not do. Start it wide and just dumps at the basket. It literally flies like a zone. Come on, man. Just get the disc up in the air. Little Buzzz OS tap in. I am getting hungry. Kind of got a late start today, getting toward the hottest part of the day. I usually like to do these videos bright and early. Stayed up a little too late last night, I guess. and this is what I get. We really haven't tried to throw like a high hyzer shot, so we're gonna try to go over this right tree here and hyzer these discs into the basket. That's a pretty good shot. All right, so yeah, maybe a slight flip up out of the Wasp actually, which is the first time we've really seen that out of it. Oh, I mean, you're better off just throwing the Buzzz OS flat and allowing the disc to kind of dump over there. I don't think it's really gonna fade much, it's just gonna dump out of the sky. Finally, it is honestly about time. We've been waiting on that all day. And the Wasp is actually pretty much parked. Last hole of the video, just a simple forehand shot. Just give these a whirl one more time. And down. Oh, you could have at least gotten there. Of course, too much hyzer. And it doesn't flip up for me like I thought it might. Almost? Go. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you serious? All right, guys, a couple of final thoughts here, starting off with the Wasp. Now, in this crazy tough plastic, it doesn't really necessarily seem overstable. I do think it's stable, but it kind of flies like my Buzzz. Like, I have a pretty stable Buzzz, and I feel like this Wasp kind of flies like it. For me, the overall feeling of the disc takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you're over that, I mean, you can kind of feel right at home throwing the Wasp because, like I said, it's basically the Buzzz. Now, with the Buzzz OS, it is definitely overstable like it would suggest. Kind of surprising to me. I would think that it would fly similar to a Buzzz, but maybe just like a 2 clicks more stable, but I feel like this is definitely just kind of crazy overstable, at least for what I would be looking for. I don't really see myself throwing the Buzzz OS very much. When I throw it forehand, it kind of flies like my zone, and when I throw it backhand, it doesn't really go anywhere. So unless I had a ripping headwind, which in that case, I would probably still just go like a high-speed driver that's overstable, or a zone, to be honest with you. So probably not gonna be messing around with the Buzzz OS any longer. I just don't like it at all. But those are just my thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about the Buzzz OS and the Wasp? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.